Okay, so it was a crazy day, right? This was supposed to be set up, and then it wasn't set up, then it was going to be set up, and then it wasn't set up, right? Some of you guys, your posters weren't printed, right? So we had to print them at the last minute. Some of you guys, the resolution is not correct. Some of you guys, they printed the old version, right? Who gives a shit, right? You roll with it, right? And okay, so it's the wrong graph. That's cool. When people walk up, right, we explain. So this is what I found. This thing, you know, this is a little misprint, but you don't let it flub you, right? And so that is professional, right? That is coming off, and you guys are in control. Not the messed up printer, not the accidental scheduling, not the light blowing out or whatever. You guys are in control, right? So remember that, right? You guys are the ones that control your destiny, not the silliness that comes from the accidents and the whatever, right? So that's good. What about walking around looking at people's posters? Anything stand out? Anything you guys like or were surprised that you didn't think would work, that it seemed to have worked on somebody's poster? Business cards? So you mean it's like stacked up there? Okay, so the business card advertising thing went well. Good, what else?
It's like formatting arrangement where the paragraphs and the graphs need to be. So a lot of them were good that I would use.
Okay, good. So overall sort of text to graphics, yeah. Everybody dresses up. Yeah, so one of our supporters here that has given us the money for the Cause Hannah and the Cause and Tracy Hannah Memorial Fund was here, and he was like, Jesus, these guys are all, especially Ralph was all dressed up. Somebody saw me wasn't dressed up. He said the exact quote was, "Who the hell was that guy?"
Ralph won that award the first year, so.
Yes.
Right. Right, so we talked about this. We always dress, if we're not sure, always go higher, right? It doesn't hurt. It never hurts. So that's good. What else? Anything else you guys saw or anything was noteworthy in some other posters you were looking at?
I feel like the people that came up to me were able to give me really good ideas for just like discussion. Also, I was able to determine the actual food on my poster.
That's good. That's good. So notes. So when you go home after we clean up in a couple minutes, do not go sleep or shower or whatever, right? Go type those things up. What were the questions they asked you, right? Did you answer them correctly? Hope you did. If you didn't, oh God, I'm going to make sure that in my thesis, it's due in a couple weeks, I'm going to make sure that they asked me something I hadn't thought about. Oh man, I better throw in a paragraph or two about that contingency, right? What else? Anything else you guys saw? Okay. Was it as bad as you thought it would be when you guys were all worried about this thing? No. Right. So practice, and then a lot of that stuff is in our head, right? So when you get in the moment, relax, right? If this was at a conference, there might have been alcohol, right? You don't want to get drunk. But sometimes when you're so nervous, sometimes a little bit of something. But you know, you guys are here. There was a donor here. We have a colleague from Latin America here. We had the provost here. We had someone from Watershed Progressive in Ojai. We have all these folks. It was all good, right? You guys didn't have to get too nervous, right? You guys can handle it, right? So remember that. I know at the start of this there was all kinds of nervousness and all kinds of concern and stuff, but it was all good, right? So the last leg, right? We're going to start. We've already started on it, right? The last little bit is our thesis. So let's debrief with yourself, right? What seemed to work, what didn't work. How about your elevator speeches? Do you guys use any elements of your elevator speeches when you're talking to people? 100% or parts? Parts, right. There you go, right? So when it's memorized, then we can like chalk, Lego block, you know, this sentence, that description, right? Keep practicing that, right? How many people just heard they got a job today? One, right? How many people are, yes, there you go. How many people are working on resumes and things of that nature for future? Right, good. So there you go. Right, so this doesn't end because we're getting near the end of Capstone, right? You keep practicing all this stuff. Get that blog tight. Get those job elevator talks going. Maybe you're going to change them a little bit after tonight. Maybe you tried it and oh my gosh, I should have phrased blah, 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 like blah, blah, blah. Fix it and keep practicing. Cards. If you're running low on cards, order some more cards, right? Those should be in your backpack. Those should be in your wallet. Those should be at all times because You're at Trader Joe's, you're at the beach, you're at whatever, and you bump into someone, boom, dude, here's my card, right? Always ready, always ready. Okay, good. Any last comments about posters or any other questions you guys have about what happened tonight or things you want to note? Yeah.
So if you got yours reprinted, the old version, that's going to be reprinted for Saturday?
So what we're going to do is, because there was some issues, right, with that JPEG PDF, also a couple of those 4 folks that I had to print at the last minute, I just grabbed what I had, and some of you guys said, oh, there's a different version. So what I'll do is I'll create a Google Drive. We can't do everybody's. I'm not going to do everybody's. But if you actually did have a problem, if your resolution was screwed up, if it was, you know, if one little letter or something was messed up, I'm not going to reprint it. But if it was a significant, something was wrong, you know, like a wrong version, I'm going to create a Google Drive thing, and I want you guys to throw it in there. I'll get them printed tomorrow morning. So I'll set that up, blast it out tonight, I don't know, midnight or something. Save that as a PDF, and then upload, again, only people that had problems. And I'll send those to Coast Copy first thing in the morning, and I'll have those, okay? So approximately how many people is that gonna be? Just so I have a sense. 1, 2, high hands. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, about 6 or so, okay. 7-ish, okay, so we could do that. Okay, so this is how we're gonna get out of here. So I want you guys to eat, yeah.
What was up with some people getting like graded ones and other people getting graded?
Don't know. So I had everything arranged and not sure.
That's not going to
so
affect
we'll
us,
see.
right?
Okay.
We'll see.
That's not going to affect us, though, right?
No.
Okay.
No. It just means you failed, but that's it. Okay. So this is what we're gonna do. So we're gonna clean up right now, and then once we get that stuff cleaned up, I'd like you guys to finish eating everything, right? But that's after we finish cleaning up. So here's what's gonna happen. So you guys have your posters, right? Even if it's a messed up version, we're gonna take them all. Okay. So we're gonna have pile for people doing poster section A on Saturday, people doing poster section B, poster section C. We're going to take those back to the lab, and a few other things, like our speaker and stuff needs to go up to the lab, right? So we're going to take about 10 minutes, get those guys together. I want them neatly together, okay? That does not mean random ass pile. That means neatly together. We'll take down a couple things, and I'd like some people to take them up to the lab. If you guys have business cards that if you haven't yet given me your business cards, I'll be over here. You guys give me your business cards. And other than that, I will see you guys on Saturday. As a reminder, you guys need to go to 2 poster sessions, at least. I'd love for you to stay the whole day at Sage. But at a minimum, you need to do your session and at least one other one, okay? So, again, when we're talking about planning and stuff for Saturday, that's the plan, okay? And so because of all this stuff, I didn't get people's pictures next to their poster. I will be taking pictures of you next to your poster on Saturday. So at Sage, I'll be floating around, picture, picture, picture. So I get a picture of you standing next to your poster, that kind of thing. Cool?
Cool.
Any other questions?
No sign-in for like making sure that we go.
I'll be walking around making sure that you're there. Yeah, but there's no like name on the list kind of thing. Okay?
For Sage, we have spots for our posters. How do we know where that's located?
So when you come to register, so you guys have all registered for Sage, like any other conference, when you first walk up, there's going to be a registration table. There's going to be a name tag. It's going to have your name will be printed on it. And so you're going to get that. You want to put that on, right? Here's a quick thing, just because we won't be together. Okay, so the classic thing that happens at conferences is there's different types of name tags. The classic one is a lanyard thing that goes around your neck and then hangs down, right? A good idea, a lot of times they're big for big people. Most of us aren't big people. Me, it's fine. Just rest on my belly. But for you guys, what I strongly suggest is you take that, cinch it up like this, and tie it in a knot so that it's here, right? Rather than down your boobs or down your crotch or whatever, right? We want people looking right here, not like, because everybody forgets people's name. Everybody forgets people's name, and that's just what happens. So that you want them to be able to glance down and see your name, right? And we want to be having a conversation like glance down at Walker's neckline, not lower, right? So do that. You're gonna pick up your name. You're gonna pick up your badge. You're gonna put on your neck, and there's gonna be a program. That program will list the speakers and all this and that. In our case, it's just gonna list the oral presentations and the poster folks. So you're going to get that, and you're going to flip to your section, and it's going to say, it could be alphabetical, I don't know how they're organized, and you're going to look, and you're going to find your name. When you come in on Saturday, each of these posters, each of these black areas will have a number tacked on. And so your poster is going to be number whatever the hell, 28 or something, right? And so then when you get that, you're going to come up and put your poster on 28. Well, maybe, or they might put it up. So what we're going to do with this stack that we're getting, the stack A, stack B, stack C, I will take that to Sage in the morning before the start of Sage. So it just gets too complicated to have the ESRM stack and everybody else stack, so our stuff will be merged with them. They may well put them all up for us. Okay? Not sure. The last thing I want to say is, at the end of Sage, I get your poster back. Don't wheel it up and run out, right? So just to be clear, when we're done with Sage, so if you're A, they're going to go, take your posters. That's not meant for you. That's meant for everybody else. So when they say take your posters, you're going to pick them up, and we'll have some place that you'll put them. The A's will stack them, right? So graduation, we'll try to put them up so that we can see them at graduation. Okay. So you're responsible for taking your poster down. Do not take it home, right? So we'll collect it on Saturday.
Hey Sean, what about some of us who are presenting like Cortona on Sunday?
You guys will take them with you. Yeah. And so for folks that are doing Cortona, we have just came in 6 of those collapsible easels. We have the black these foam boards without the whatever hooky hole things. They're just regular. So you guys each take one of those and an easel and a poster.
I talked to Alex and Ellen already about getting those tomorrow. Or do you want me to just take them now?
No. Do tomorrow. That's what I'm saying. But I'm saying before Sunday. Okay, cool. Other questions? Okay, so posters come down. We need to, the posters come down, the black stuff all stays up. So the foam core all stays in place for the Sage folks. I just need your guys' posters down, and I'm going to be over here at the table, and you guys can give me your card. All right, good job, you guys. Good job, you guys.
You can see it right here.
You guys.
Posters right here.
I know. Sean!